All right, guys, quick video today. There's not much going on in the markets, I'll be honest. It's boring. Technically, I shouldn't even make a video today, but I got some free time to kill. So let's talk about what's going on, which is essentially nothing. Bitcoin under 26,000. We're at 25,886. Your altcoins aren't looking too great. You got Cardano at 25. Actually, Cardano's back almost to 26 cents. I actually thought Cardano would be under 25 at this point. So everything's just kind of hanging out in the range. There's no news. There's nothing going on. Last week was great. We had great Bitboy news last week, and that really invigorated me to make videos. But this week we're kind of back to square one where there's not much going on. You had a few hacks, but other than that, we always see a bunch of hacks. Let's talk quickly about Bitboy. I always say, Bitboy promised to not promote scams anymore. Then a month later, he's promoting Ben token, which we all knew would pretty much go right to zero. Bitboy's token has catered along with his career. What an article! I couldn't have written that any better myself. Ben Armstrong's token Ben has seen its price drop precipitously since drama around the creator resulted in his social media accounts and YouTube channel being taken over by Hit Network. Unfortunately for Armstrong, things have shown no signs of improving, and the token is still 93% of its all-time high and 55% from its launch price. The self-proclaimed millionaire issued an embarrassing apology on September through the Bitboy Crypto YouTube channel. In the video, a teary-eyed Bitboy, joined by his wife, apologized for letting down his family and the Bit Squad. Well, crackheads always let their family down and everybody down around them. That's kind of what they do. That's why 2 years ago I made a video. I said, don't listen to Bitboy. He will eventually be broke and destitute. He's going to be in the gutter in 2 years. We're at the 2-year mark right now, and the guy, this picture says it all. In fact, I should dig up the video I made. If you're new to my channel, go look up my Bitboy videos. I think I started this channel like a year and a half ago. The first video I ever made was talking about how Bitboy will take you into the gutter, and you will end up broke and destitute just like him if you follow his videos. And I said, once a crackhead, always a crackhead. The self-proclaimed millionaire issued an embarrassing apology. Yes, it was very embarrassing and douchey. On September 1st, through the Bitboy Crypto YouTube channel. In the video, a teary Bitboy, joined by his wife, apologized for letting down his family and the Bit Squad. The Bit Squad. Can you imagine saying you're part of the Bit Squad? Grow up, people. And claims he's at rock bottom. Okay, and I said he would be at rock bottom 2 years ago. His wife, for her part, chips in with the odd comment on her behalf. Here's a video I made over a year ago talking about Bitboy when Bitboy was like at his height. And I'm trying to warn people, don't listen to this fat slob.
And this guy is trying to tell you how not to get scammed. When, of course, for the last 2 years, he was taking paid sponsorships from sleazy, scammy projects and promoting Bybit links. If you knew that, would you maybe take your advice from somebody else? Only in crypto, folks.
Here's another one. This is me like a year ago, basically just saying Bitboy will lose it all. This is when Bitboy was at his height in the Bahamas. Bitboy is, he went to the Bahamas to basically try to track down Sam Bankman-Fried and basically just harass security guards. I've been saying for a long time, guys like Bitboy, they eventually lose it all. And I'm wondering if this is how Bitboy loses it all. Anyway, I don't want to go too much into that, but just to let you guys know, I've been telling you guys that Bitboy was a scammer. He was going to end up broken, destitute, and lose it all ever since I've been making YouTube videos. How do I know all this? I don't know. I have a good gauge on people. Investigator for 20 years. I've worked with people like Bitboy. They always end up in the gutter. So that's the Bitboy. Like I've been trying to warn you guys, and hopefully you guys listened and, didn't listen to anything Bitboy said or took his advice on anything. Because if you did, everything he's promoted over the years has pretty much gone to zero. Ben token, all the tokens he shilled and took money to shill, everything went to zero. Anybody can come out and say, buy Bitcoin and buy Ethereum, it's going to go up. A retard can do that. You can go to a special ed school and they'll tell you that. But that doesn't mean you have a good gauge on the market because you said Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to go up. I mean, that's the beauty of Bitcoin. A retard, an idiot can make money in Bitcoin. I'm just a regular guy. You guys, a lot of you guys watching my channel are just regular guys. But Bitcoin and crypto, because of the 4-year cycles, allows regular guys to make a lot of money and possibly retire without doing a lot of work. As long as you got the money to put in for that initial investment, you know those 4-year cycles are going to play out, and you know Bitcoin will 10x. A good quality altcoin will 20x or 15x, or Ethereum will 10x. Like, you know all this because of the 4-year cycles. But the problem is, as easy as it sounds, you have the scammers, Bitboy, Crypto Bancer, George from Cryptos R Us. You pick your crypto channel who take something that's easy, where all you got to do is buy some Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano, and they pollute your mind with the scam projects. And that's why guys like Bitboy, Cryptos R Us, all these guys are so bad for the market, because new people come into the market and they buy all the scams they were shilling. Whether it was George from Cryptos R Us, everybody loves George. He's like, oh, George, he's like the noble guy in the space. The motherfucker was promoting UST, Luna, Celsius, BlockFi, I Trust Capital, you name it. He actually had them. You can find his old videos. All the sponsors are all over his video. He was such a shill. He had all the sponsors on the bottoms of his video. He never even deleted it. And he was still telling people to get into BlockFi even when it was obvious they were going under. Same with Luna. So a lot of these guys in the crypto market, these big time YouTubers, they sold you out. Remember, crypto is full of sleazeballs. And it's very easy when you get a sleazeball like George or Bitboy or any of these guys, they're going to sell you out for money. If somebody offers them $1 million to do a sponsorship, they're going to sell you out. And that's what they all do. So I don't even know what the fuck I'm even talking about right now. I just lost my train of thought. My point is, be careful, because a lot of these guys are charlatans. And as you're seeing with Bitboy, now Bitboy, everybody, see, my problem is right now you say Bitboy and everybody's like, oh, he's a scammer. Everybody knows it now. Okay, great. But you say George from Cryptos R Us, people are like, oh, he's a good guy for the market. Oh yeah, nobody's thinking George from Cryptos R Us is a scammer. The only guy on YouTube, and I don't have a lot of subscribers, so it doesn't even matter. But the only guy on YouTube telling you that George from Cryptos R Us is a scammer is yours truly, Bitcoin Mike. I'm telling you he's a scammer. Here's a video I made a year ago, and that's a freaking awesome shirt I'm wearing. That's my Skynet shirt, and I can't find it. Man, I gotta get another one. I love Terminator. But here I am 1 year ago telling you guys that George from Cryptos R Us is a scammer. He's promoting you BlockFi. If you're watching this, if you're able to watch this on your computer, this is George. This is his channel from a year ago. Look at all the scams he's promoting on his channel. Every scam in the book. And this is a video I made over a year ago, warning people about even George from Cryptos R Us.
Clothing, Cryptos R Us, he does put out educational, informative videos. He's still promoting BlockFi. They probably pay him a couple $1,000s a year to promote BlockFi. And George, I guarantee you, has no money on BlockFi. He knows it's a scam. He knows all of his followers are going to lose money, but he's addicted to that money. He's already a multimillionaire, folks. This is a multimillionaire, but he still has to make that money promoting you BlockFi. These people do not have your best interest in mind. They're just trying to basically get you to view their videos and basically get you wrecked. It's all, the proof is in the pudding, folks. You don't have to be a genius. When you see what's down here, you see the garbage he's promoting. I Trust Capital, BlockFi. You have to realize, folks, they're not hiding it. They're trying to get you wrecked at this point. These are the kind of people that would sell their mother to the devil for like $100,000. Like, they just don't care. How can you still in good conscience, when you're one of the biggest YouTubers, be promoting BlockFi to people when you know it's going to go to zero? You know people are going to lose all their money on BlockFi.
This was before BlockFi collapsed, and I was telling you BlockFi is going to fucking zero. Who's the fucking man? Who's the fucking man? Your biggest YouTuber is telling you, put your money in BlockFi. I'm telling you it's going to zero. A month later, it goes to zero.
As long as Bitcoin continues to tumble, BlockFi will be the next Celsius. They're already pretty much bankrupt. They're already getting bailouts from Sam Bankman-Fried.
Anyway, there you go. I called it all, folks. I don't have a lot of subscribers because I'm not a shiller. I will never take money for paid promotions. But All these big YouTubers got you guys wrecked. All right, what else is going on? Of course, I'm going to conclude with the Bitcoin ETF is inevitable, former SEC chairman. We all knew that the ETF was going to get delayed. And I've been talking about this. You can find my videos from about a year ago where I said the great thing about the Bitcoin ETF is it will probably get approved right as we're going into the Bitcoin halving. So we got the halving coming up. Bitcoin's on its way up. Say we're at $40,000 to $50,000 Bitcoin. Then you get the Bitcoin ETF approved. Then you're basically looking at $100,000 Bitcoin overnight. If Bitcoin ETF gets approved as we're going into the bull market, you have to understand Bitcoin will double in 24 hours. And what happens if Bitcoin doubles in 24 hours? What happens to Cardano? Quadruple. What happens to Litecoin? Triple. What happens to Ethereum? Double. Maybe even more. So this is what's coming in the future. So regardless of the markets right now, which aren't great, they're fine. Look, this is where you would expect to be. I was watching a video not too long ago where somebody compared the last bear market to this current bear market. Bitcoin's essentially at the same place, at percentage-wise. So that's why I've always been saying, guys, the one thing great about the 4-year cycles is an idiot can do it. I'm a regular guy. I barely made it through high school, but I'm doing okay because Bitcoin follows the 4-year cycles. Now, it probably won't forever, and I do think this is probably going to be one of the last bull markets we have. There's always going to be little coins you can buy that are going to pump $100,000, 1,000% or whatever. But I think the amount of retail money you're going to have coming into the markets this time and the banks and everything, this is probably going to be your last chance to make a killing on coins like Cardano, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, and XRP, and whatever coin you like. I think this is going to be the last chance for them. So that's why I'm really trying to motivate people to be in the market right now. Just make sure you're in good projects. Self-storage if you can, and then maybe have a little bit on Coinbase. Be very careful where you keep your money because you can easily get hacked. I always tell the story, my first few years in crypto, I was really stupid, and I took a picture of my 12-word phrase on my phone, and my phone got hacked, and I lost like half my crypto. Everybody gets hacked in crypto at some point, but you can't think to yourself like, oh, I'm not going to get hacked. You will get hacked if you do something stupid. Also, make sure if you're holding your coins on Coinbase or Binance, you have it set up where your money can only be withdrawn to certain addresses. I think it's called whitelisting. So that means if you do get hacked, it takes 24 hours to actually send the money out because they have to change the addresses. And by then you'll know because you'll get email notifications. That's very important. Most of the people that lost money on Coinbase and exchanges did not have whitelisting. And you also want to have the Google two-factor authenticator. You don't want to have the text message authenticator because that can be hacked. You want to have the Google authenticator. But as long as you guys do that and you're in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Theta, Litecoin, Vulcan Forge for Metaverse, I'm sure I'm leaving a bunch out. I can't even remember. I still hold Hex, and I think Hex is going to do great. That's more risky, of course. Meta Hero, I don't even remember. I can't remember all the coins I have anymore. But if you're in those coins that I mentioned, and even if you want to play it safe, just Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, and then have a little bit of Cardano as like your risky play or Theta, that's cool too. But guys, this is really the last year of this bear market. Everything's playing out exactly as it did last bear market. And all the scammers like Bitboy, Cryptos R Us, and all these guys, they're all being exposed now. Even I think Cryptos R Us, because of all the shilling he did, people don't take him as seriously. But it does piss me off that a guy like Bitboy, oh, he's a scammer. Okay, but you look at Cryptos R Us and you're like, oh, he's good. He's good. No. They're all the same fucking thing. Bitboy is just more flamboyant, and he's more interesting, and he's more fun to make fun of because he's a crackhead. A crackhead is always more fun to watch than a boring Chinese guy, who's so fat he can't even get up off his chair. The Bitboy is just more interesting. But all these big YouTubers have sold you out. And I'll go through it again, but the big ones, Bitboy, Crypto Banter, George from Cryptos R Us. I don't even know. There's so many of them, but they're like the three main ones that have sold you guys out over the last couple years. And it behooves me that you guys are still watching them. All right, like and subscribe. Talk to you later.